On this episode of Street Rat Garage, we are back again, going to the auction at the Indianapolis Metropolitan Police Department impound auction. Let's get started. Okay, it is another virtual auction. So this is the auction that they do not allow us to go out and film the cars at the impound lot for whatever reason. Security reasons, I don't know. But this is the auction that I like to go to most because there's always a lot of vehicles. A lot of them are crash vehicles. Some of them are impounded because somebody didn't have a driver's license. Somebody was doing something they weren't supposed to be doing and got locked up. All sorts of reasons that these cars go to the impound lot. So they do not go and retrieve their vehicles. So then the state sells them directly to the public. So there's always a bunch of vehicles here. Today, I think we have 167. The auction's getting ready to start, so let's jump in and see what we have today. Okay, for everyone that doesn't know and is new to the channel, we are bidding online at an auction site called Autura, A-U-T-U-R-A. So all you have to do is Google up Autura Marketplace, and it takes you to a screen. I'll show it to you real quick. It is right here. And the screen comes up and it lists a bunch of states here. This is Indiana, and this is where we're going to be bidding at, but you can scroll through here: Indiana, Ohio, Chicago, and it just goes on: Kansas City, Detroit, Virginia, all that stuff. All of that. It's not everywhere, but they're growing. Every time they're adding, always adding. But we're dealing in the Indianapolis market, and we're going to the Indianapolis impound public auction right here. And it is already live. It's already started, and we have 167 cars. That's a lot of cars. So all we have to do is go here to view, and this is the vehicles that are being sold right now. Next on the block. And yeah, we'll look at this one real quick. This is a 1996 Ford F-150 that got impounded for, I don't know. It has marks on the tires right here. So it was probably sitting on the street somewhere. This says it runs. And if we go to one of these other pictures, there's a tag. Has a mileage, the day, the year of the vehicles. Says it has keys and it runs, and it will not go into gear. So this probably has a bad transmission, which is why it's only bringing $350. But you probably can't see it on the screen, but way down here, it says $540 total price with fees. And they put this so far down and so small in the corner of the screen that most people can't see it because they want you to be focused on this number right here. That just jumped up to $450. If you could see this, it says $655 total. So that's the actual price you're paying for this truck. That is it's a 5.0. It's a 5.0, good engine, but look right here. It's missing, it's the belt is missing, the radiator hose is missing. So a bunch of stuff is missing off of that. So they just give $650 for that, which may or may not be a good deal. Who knows? But that's how this auction works. So we're going to go through here, look at a few of these vehicles, and see what they have to offer today. Okay, so we are getting ready to look at a Jeep Liberty here, and it's a 2011 Jeep Liberty. So you're wondering, how do you bid on these cars? How do you know that you're not overspending? Well, what I do is I go to Facebook Marketplace, just put in 2011 Jeep Liberty, and see how much they are going for. I don't take the high end, always take the low end, because you want to be the cheapest guy on Facebook Marketplace. But it's coming up. Let's see what it's going for. All right, here it is right here. It has $1,200, $1,300 on it right now. It runs and drives and went into gear. We can look here, and it's 180,000 miles. So I looked at a couple for $2,500 that were in the same mileage range. We already have $1,600 on it, and with totals and fees, that's $2,100. If you want to make any money on this, well, this is not going to be the one to buy. $1,800 already. See, the problem with this is it's already $2,500. It's $1,925, $2,500 with fees. Well, guess what? We can look on Facebook Marketplace and find two right now that I saw that we can go out, test drive, and look all over instead of sitting here and bidding. This one is overpriced, so it's in good shape, but so this is about the same shape as the other two that we got. So 2508. This is actually, you know, a little bit more than the ones that are online, and we can probably haggle with the people online and get it dropped down a little bit more even. So we don't even know if this has a good transmission in it. It says it goes into gear, but does it shift gears? Don't know that. Probably. It's not an impounded vehicle, or it's not a abandoned vehicle. It doesn't have any marks on the tires from sitting and being impounded.
Sold.
$1,900, $2,500 with fees. Nope. It's not that it's not a good deal. It's that it's the deal that you can get anywhere else, and you can go and inspect the vehicle and drive it. That's a problem. So just because you're going to the auction does not always mean you're getting a deal way below what you can buy it out on the street. This is a public auction, and the public are buying these vehicles, and they don't always know the price of it. There's a lot of people out there buying it because they just need a vehicle, and they got $2,500 in their hand. They get online, they start bidding, they get excited, they really want the car, and they just like, well, I got $2,500 to spend. It doesn't matter if I can get one cheaper. I want that one, and I'm bidding on it. So they make sometimes they make some mistakes. So there's good deals and there are bad deals, and that one's just an average deal that you can buy any place. Okay, so next up we have a 2013 Chevy Suburban. This is a pretty good looking truck right here. I don't know what happened to our sound, but it's at $1,925. This is check the tag on it. It says 276,000 miles, so she's kind of high on the miles. It has a key. It says it has power but will not crank. These trucks have a problem with the VATS, the vehicle anti-theft system. So if you don't have the right key on it, and it won't start. But this is probably a runner, and that's probably keeping the price down. But this is going to be a gamble. The total with fees, where's the total with fees? It's $1,925. I can't even see the fees that it went for on that one. So about $2,500 for a 2013 Chevy Suburban. So that one was actually a pretty good deal if that there's nothing else wrong with it. So when you go to the auction, you're going to gamble, and sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. I've won on a few, and I have also lost on a few. So just as long as you win more than you lose, you're doing good. Now, sometimes at the auction, you are going to have to take a gamble, and here is some things that you want to look for. This is a 2008 Ford Fusion. Now, the reason I would bid on this car is because, first of all, let's look at the wheels. There's doesn't appear to be any marks on the wheels. They usually post four pictures of the wheels here, of all the wheels, but for some reason there only seems to be one. But it's filthy, it's dirty. You know, you can clean this up. It's the V6 version of this car, which is pretty good. It's not all beat up. It's got some issues though. It does not have keys because the ignition's broke. So it says it has power, will not crank, ignition broke. So somebody probably stole this car. It's got 202,000 miles, which is, it's a little bit high, but not bad for these cars. As you can see here on the wheels, there's no marks that indicates that it was an abandoned vehicle. Somebody left it along roadsides and let the plates expire, and it got impounded. So this, and the ignition's broke, so it apparently was stolen and just found somewhere. So this would probably be a good one here. So let's see if it's up yet for bid. Okay. Is it up? Oh, there. Yeah, it's up. Okay, we're bidding on it. It's at $400. So that's $597 with auction fees. So it's got the aluminum wheels on it. It's in pretty good shape. It's just dusty from sitting on the lot. So there it goes. It's sold for $400, $597 with auction fees right there. So that is, if I was going to gamble, I would gamble on that one, because it's almost auction time. I'm sorry, it's almost tax refund season. So people are going to be getting their tax refund. So you're going to have to start stocking up on cars if that's what you're going to do. If you're going to flip some vehicles, you need some good cheap vehicles like that Ford Fusion to sell to people. I mean, tax season, that's probably $2,500 right there. I mean, you're going to make almost a $2,000 profit just on that car by itself come tax season. So that's one thing that I look for in the auctions. Now, at this particular auction, and probably most auctions, there's certain cars that always seem to go for too much money. Let's look at one real quick. So here we have it, the old Dodge Charger. This is a 2008, the old body style of the newer cars, and look at it. It's bidding up. They're just smacking the buy button on this one. But look at this car. It's all the windows are down for some reason. It has 197,000 miles on it. It's an '08. It says it runs. It's probably a V6 car, which yes it is. A little junky engine in it. She's been scraped up on some of the corners here. I mean, it's fairly solid, but $1,400, $1,796 with fees on it, and I mean, it's okay shape at best. So that's pretty much $2,000, and we're still not 100% sure if all the mechanicals are good on that car. So you can definitely find that car probably about the same amount Facebook Marketplace. So not a good deal. But trucks, let's go look at trucks. So this is a truck you can almost not go wrong on, even though this one's all beat up and nasty looking, but it's an S10. It's a 5-speed car, ignition just turns, but it says it runs. So another stolen vehicle, stolen recovery. Somebody got it stolen, insurance company doesn't want it, or they didn't have full coverage on it. But it's only $450, $655. So if I was buying something, I would probably buy this over the Dodge Charger to resell. This so far you can make some money on it. So it went for $500, about $700 with auction fees, $675, something like that. I didn't look, but this is a much better deal than the Dodge Charger, that's for sure. Another thing about this auction is you need to have your vehicles already picked out. So if you're just going on here and running through the list and trying to decide if you want to buy the vehicle as soon as it comes up, you can see we don't have a lot of time to bid on these vehicles, to go through and look at all the pictures. They have videos on these that you can click on, and they will walk around if it runs. If the vehicle runs, they'll take a picture, or they'll take video of it, so you can hear the engine run. They'll tell you a little something about it, if it goes into gear, all that good stuff, and you can hear the engine. But you don't have enough time to do that. So you need to go and look at these vehicles. If you're in the Indianapolis or nearby area, you can go and look at these things, but only for an hour and a half on Wednesday. Again, you don't have much time to look at 160 some odd cars. So you need to already have those picked out. Go look at the ones that you want and have them on the list. Go down and do your comparables, your comps on Facebook Marketplace. Know how much you want to bid for them, and make sure you don't overbid on that amount. So how else can you make money at the buying cars at the auction? Well, there is also scrapping cars, buying cars, taking them apart and making some money off of. So let's look at this Honda Civic. So here we have a 2001 Honda Civic. It has 0 bids on it. The starting bid is $300. Now, it has wheels on it that can be sold off of it, and boom, it's gone already. So that's how fast that these things go through the auction. Nobody even wanted that car. But as I was saying before, the auction just threw that car away because nobody wanted it. Parts cars. So those wheels and tires I didn't even get a chance to see the other side of the car, but it was hidden in the front. The wheels and tires on the passenger or driver's side were good. I assume that the other ones were good too. And if it had good tires on it, that's easy $400 within a couple days. So the wheels and tires pay for that car by themselves. So that's about, with auction fees, one bid $300 is about $425 in auction fees. You can sell those rims, get your money back, and then everything else that you sell is profit. Now, I don't know how true it is, but somebody is claiming that the catalytic converters off the older Hondas are worth about $300. I don't know if that's true. I haven't checked into that. Maybe it is, maybe it's not, but catalytic converters are worth money to begin with. Even if it's worth $150, you know, cut that thing off, get rid of it. You're already, after you sell the rims, you're already $150 in profit. And the body is worth, you know, in scrap, maybe $400. So, and all the other parts that you can sell off of it. That one was a 5-speed. Somebody probably wants a transmission out of it. It was obviously running. As long as the engine's not cracked in half from where it got hit, you know, that's another, you know, $300-400. So there's a lot of money to be made in parting a car out, but you have to work a little bit harder at it. Now let's try to look at something a little bit newer. I have a 2015 Buick Lacrosse right here, and I'm not sure what's wrong with it. Let's have a look at it real quick. Okay, this is it right here. It's a 2015. It's a Buick. It's a Lacrosse. Let's see what the sticker says. It has 193,000 miles on it, which is kind of high, but not really for a Buick. They last for a while. It says crank will not start, and it's getting ready to come up on auction right now. Let's see what she goes for, but it's clean. It has a good body on it. It's right now it's at $1,475 with a $1,922 on auction fees. So $2,000 for a 15 vehicle. But here's the problem. It's got marks on the tires. Why does it have marks on the tires? They just bid $1,550, $1,650, $2,100 on it. So some people are definitely interested in it, but my only concern is why. I mean, it looks like it's in pretty good shape. I mean, it's a little bit dirty on the inside, but not compared to a lot of these cars. It's actually pretty clean on the inside. It's just got some dirt. I mean, it looks like somebody's been driving this. It doesn't look like it's been sitting around. There's no cobwebs or anything underneath the hood. So what happened to this? It's at 1950, $2,500 for a 2015 Buick Lacrosse. That looks like it's in pretty good shape. So, but it cranks, just crank and won't start. So I'm not sure what's going on there, but it just sold $1,915, $2,300. That seems to be a pretty good deal if you ask me. Now I do have a theory on why so many of these cars say crank and won't start, because out of these 100 and some odd, there's probably a dozen or so that all say crank and won't start. Now, the auction house has a key company come out and they make keys for these cars. My theory is that they are not programming the keys properly. They just cut the key, give it a turn. Oh, it won't start. Must be something else wrong with it. I don't think they're getting the keys programmed properly. That's going to be my best guess, because it doesn't seem like there should be that many cars that are cranking no start. So you think they would at least spin over. So that's kind of weird. Okay, here is another car that can oftentimes be overpriced at the auction. The Chrysler 300. This is a 2012 Chrysler 300, and it 161,000 miles. That's not awful. 2012 keys, engine runs, went into gear. It's in pretty good shape. The bumper's hanging here a little bit. I have to go fast before this goes off auction, but there's a little dent in it. $2,150 is the price on it, and I can't even see the price with total right now for whatever reason. Yeah, I can't even tell you how much it's going for. It won't let me drop down far enough. There it goes, $2,700. Finally, $2,700 with fees and everything. But this one was being driven. They probably got pulled over, and the car got impounded. But it's got the V6 in it. So what I say, $2,700 for this Chrysler 300. So I just looked those cars up on Facebook Marketplace. $3,000 for, $3,000 to $5,000. $5,000 is a pretty nice one. No, there may be a little bit of money to be made on that one at $2,700 if you get it cleaned up real nice and fix that bumper and that dent. But you're gonna have to put a little bit of money into that car, so you're gonna have at least probably close to $3,500 on it if you do it nice. Maybe you can get $4,000 off of it. So $500, is that worth your time? I don't know. Maybe you can get a little bit more at tax season. You definitely get more at tax season, so you might. But Chrysler 300s, there just seems a little bit high on those cars, and a lot of times they're not taken care of. And it's a Chrysler product, so they're not known for lasting long. That's a gamble there. One you're going to have to decide if you want to take it for yourself. Now let's look at a good all-around car. Honda is like one of the better cars to buy at auction. This is a 2010 Honda Accord, and it currently it has pre-bids on it. It's not up on live bid right now. I just jumped ahead a couple cars so we could take a little more time to look at this one. But pre-bid $1,850, which is that number that you can barely see, and you can't hardly see it now. $2,300. They really do their best to hide this auction fee, but $2,300 and some odd dollars on that one, hidden behind the help tab. But it has 152,000 miles on it. It's a 2010, has keys. Engine runs went into gear. So it has some scrapes on it, but it's pretty solid. It's an Accord. So that's one of Honda's better brands. Got a lot of corrosion here on the battery, if you can see that. But yeah, 152,000 miles. This looks like the tech, so it's running. So that means we got a couple of lights on here that says side airbag off, or I guess passenger side airbag off. So that's no big deal. No check engine light on or anything. Pretty decent on the interior. Some trash in the car. So most of them are like that. So this got impounded. It's hard to tell. Maybe it was maybe got into a slight accident. But oops, it just went up for bids. So it's got $1,850 on it, and nobody else has bid on it. $2,382 on it right now. So let's see if that's gonna go here. Is it gonna go? They're running the clock. This timer is really inaccurate sometimes. Sometimes it just goes right through and sells. Sometimes it'll go through about 3 or 4 times. I don't know what weird algorithm this is. See, a lot of cars, this will just go through once and it'll sell. Well, somebody just bid on it. $1,950, $2,537.50 in fees all the way around. Do they get it? No, it's going to go through more. So I just don't get that. I don't know how it works. It's like there's somebody sitting up there with their finger on the button saying, well, let's give this car some more chances, or no, we don't know. But 1915, 20, what, 300, 2,400 on that car. So it's gone, but this is a good deal. You can make some money on that. This is a 2010 Honda, so tax season, $3,500, $4,000 all day long, cleaned up. Fix this a little scratchy right here. But what else do we have? All right, here is one I wanted to look at because, well, it's a Kia, and I don't like Kias, but people buy Kias. This particular Kia, well, it only has 80,000 miles on it, and it's a 2018. And right now it's got 13,050 miles on it. So that's pretty good deal right there for 2018. I mean, it's beat up. It's at $1,500 right now. It needs a door. It needs a fender. It needs a bumper cover. But that's pretty much it. This was running and driving. And I got into a bit of an accident. And that's it. So that's $2,200 for a 2018 right now. $1,700 on it. That's about $500 in auction fees. So we know who's making the money on that one. So sell pending, boom. Now that has got to be a good deal. Come on now. Look at the door. It's just the door. It didn't damage back here. It may have damaged just a hair on that, but a 2018 with 80,000 miles on it. Yeah, I'd say somebody got a good deal. Throw about $500 worth of parts on it, $600 or $700 maybe if these bumper covers are expensive, and you got a pretty good car. Let me look that up. See how much a 2018 Kia Soul goes for on Facebook Marketplace. So on the low side, I looked it up on my phone there, $7,000. Maybe somebody's gonna haggle you down to 55. Let's say after you do all that, you can still make probably $1,500 easy, replacing the parts, cleaning it up really good, fixing anything else that might be wrong with it. That's about where you want to be. $1,000, $1,500. And you can sell it quickly at that price, no problem. So that one, even though I don't like Kias, it is a good deal. It's not about what you like, it's what about the customer will buy. Or if you're somebody that needs a car to go back and forth to work again, you can drive that back and forth to work with dents in it. It's not that big a deal. 80,000 miles, even though it's a Kia, you still have at least another 80,000 miles before things start to fall off of that car. All right, here is another newer car that I would like to show you, and it might be a gamble, but I don't think it's going to be a big gamble. It is a 2018 Ford Ecosport. All right, this car right here, notice there's no banner on it that's like this one over here that says runs or whatever. That's because it doesn't start. And if we come over here, it says has power, will not crank. Another one that says has power, will not crank. But this car only has 53,000 miles on it, or is that 55? I can't tell if this is a 3 or a 5. We'll call it a 5, but still 55,000 miles. It's a 2018, has power, will not crank. What could possibly be wrong with a car with only 55,000 miles on it? That's the EcoSport. That's not all beat up. It hasn't been wrecked or anything. So again, I have that belief that the key company's coming in here and not programming these keys properly. And it's a CarMax. It's a CarMax car. It has the it has a plate on it right here. CarMax, they try not to buy like wrecked vehicles and stuff. So this was probably just, I don't know, abandoned somewhere. They probably couldn't pay for the car they got from CarMax and just left it. See, it says CarMax back here too. And CarMax probably didn't want it. They should have been sent a letter to come get this car, and they didn't. For whatever reason, maybe the guy put enough down payment on it. But if it's 18 and it went through CarMax, it's probably somebody with low credit. And if we look inside the car is gross on the inside. It is. It's got trash all in here. So it's not well taken care of, but still, what, 55,000 miles on it. It has stains on the back seat. It has trash in the back seat. I don't know. The car's a mess on the inside, but it looks great on the outside, and it should still be running no matter how badly somebody has not taken care of it. So yeah, I think this would be a good gamble for somebody. Right now, it has $1,250 on it, $1,600 in with auction fees. This is going to go up more because I'm pretty sure that somebody that knows what they're doing is going to try to buy this car. So let's see what it goes for. Okay, they are bidding pretty good on this one. We'll wait here till they stop. 21, 2250 on it so far at $2,800. So I looked these up on Facebook Marketplace. I mean, they're going for decent money, $6,000 to $8,000. So, and with higher mileage, actually, this is good mileage on this car, 2,500, 2,600. So this is they know what this car is. A lot of people are bidding on it, even though it says has power will not crank. Get somebody in there that knows what they're doing on programming keys. I'm pretty sure this thing's going to start right up. Either that, or maybe you can go to CarMax and ask them for their repo key. Since they didn't come and get it, they won't need that key anymore. Just an option. $2,850, $3,600. So we're maybe just a little over half the actual value of the car, but it's still going up. If this stays around $4,000, I mean, should be like $2,000 profit after you're done, even if you have to go back to Ford and have a, $300-400 key made on it. So $3,700 on it is worth about $6,000, maybe $55 if you want to hurry up and sell it quick. Still, plenty of profit to be made on these cars. Seems to be more profit to be made on the newer cars than the older cars, for whatever reason that is. There it goes. There it is. Man, that was a good deal. I wish I could have been there to check this car out a little bit better. I might have thrown some bids on there, but I didn't go this week. But nice buy right there. So what we're seeing, maybe a pattern here. Those two were both 2018 cars, and they were worth kind of close to the same amount, and they both got a lot lower bids than what they go for on Facebook Marketplace, where some of the older cars, the less expensive cars, got about the same amount of money that you could just go out and buy them on Facebook Marketplace. So I am guessing that
next on the block,
the people that don't have a whole lot of money are just blowing everything they have on a car that they can just drive, where people that have a little bit of money, maybe a little bit smarter on buying cars, and are buying cars a little bit cheaper so they can fix them up, sell them, and make some more money. That is my best guess on that one, because you would think these cars that are nicer and newer would go for closer to market rate when they're being sold to the general public, but that is not the case. Okay, let's try to test out that theory on this not great car. 2006 Chevy Tahoe. It runs. It has 279,000 miles. It's a 2006, has keys, one in the gear, all that good stuff. $900, $975, and hard to see on the thing again. Oh, come on, show me the price. $1307 is the price, the magic hidden price. Oh, look, I can move it. Boy, I haven't been able to move that up and down for a while. So $1307. There you go. Now you can see it. $1307, and it jumps right back down on this Chevy Tahoe. It's in okay shape, but it has a lot of miles on it, and the interior is not great. It's okay. So $1307. So let's look that up on Facebook Marketplace to see what those trucks are going for. Well, let's look here. There's a nice one for about $3,000. There's one for $2250. That's pretty cleaner than that one, and it's had a price drop on it already because nobody's bought it. Here's one for $1,200. That's really close to the same shape. It's been listed for 8 days. Runs good. Speedo cluster stopped working. Been a really good vehicle for me. I think it will last longer. That's a pretty good deal, I guess. But there's another one for $2,200. So $2,000 range, I guess. That one's kind of on the cheap side. So why not just buy it off of Facebook Marketplace, where you can go look at it and test drive it, instead of, hoping that there's nothing else wrong with this one, even though it says it runs and drives. So So that's kind of helping to prove our case that the cheaper cars might not be worth trying to make some money off of. Okay, here's one. It's a Subaru Outback. These actually make pretty good derby cars. This is it's a 16. It's got 350 bucks on it. It's like 540. I should have called my buddy from Scrapyard Productions to see if he wanted this one, but I don't know if they are required to have windshields in them. Well, this one's starting to go over. He likes to pay about $500. This one's $655, but it's a 13. So I'm gonna have to check on that. This is running and driving, but it looks like it's been flipped over or something crazy. It is really beat down, but it runs good, and that's all you need. Well, it's starting to get up there. $741. That went a lot higher than I thought it was going to go for. That's crazy. I have bought those Outbacks for like just one bid, like $300, $350. Comes close to $500, you know, out the door usually. But that one went higher than I thought it would go for. But we are on a look for an Outback for our friend Ronnie at Scrapyard Productions. So if you want to check out his channel, he does some crazy stuff with cars, burnout cars, building a hearse. Does circle track and demolition derby or mud, I don't know, figure eight, all that stuff I don't know anything about. So go check out Ronnie Witt, or Ronnie Danger as he is called on Scrapyard Productions. Check that out. Okay, let's test out our theory here. We have a 2017 Tiguan. This car only has 55,000 miles on it, kind of like that other one that we looked at, but it has a couple dents on it. It's a dent here and a dent scrape here. So we need two fenders and a bumper cover for this car, and we don't know if it runs, but it only has 55,000 miles on it. So $3,700, is it going to go for that? $3,700 for a 2017 Tiguan. Now, I already looked these cars up on Facebook Marketplace. These cars are going for $6,000 to $8,000 in good shape, but those ones that I looked at, they were all over 100,000 miles. So 55,000 miles is a long way from 100,000 miles. So you're adding probably another $3,000 to $4,000 just because of the mileage. Now, my thought here, it needed parts. That's probably on a newer car like that, probably about $1,000, maybe $1,500, whatever. If you can find color matching parts for it, put two fenders on, put a bumper cover on, and sell it to CarMax. you gotta make a couple $1,000 just simply selling to CarMax or one of those Carvanas or whatever, or you know, listed for, like, I would list that one for more. I'd almost list that one for about $9,000 on Facebook Marketplace because such low miles. So I think we're onto something here. So I think our next car buy at the auctions are going to be something a little bit newer, needs a little bit of work, maybe doesn't have keys to it, but with lower miles on it, because that seems to be the way to go. So we are all out of good cars here to look at the auction. So that is going to wrap it up for this episode of Street Rat Garage. Until next time.